This week we're talking about obedience, obeying our moms and dads and the big people in our life. Our verse, let's all say it together, please. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Let's say it one more time. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Let's sing our song and then we'll have our story. Remember, I start and then you come in and repeat it. Children, obey. Children, obey your parents in the Lord. Your parents in the Lord. Children, obey. Children, obey. For this is right. For this is right. Oh, children, obey your parents in the Lord. Children, obey, for this is right. Children, obey. Children, obey, for this is right. Our story today is about Amber Lamb again. We had a story about her yesterday. Amber was outside and she was playing hide and seek with her two friends, Katie Kitten and Button Bear. They were having so much fun, but then Amber heard, Amber, Amber, time to come inside. It was her mama calling. Amber heard it, but she didn't want to go inside because she had a really good hiding place and she didn't want Button to find her. She knew she'd be the last one and she wanted to win. So she just waited. A little while later, she heard, Amber, Amber, come on inside. But she didn't obey. Finally, she noticed, she saw her grandma come out of the house. She didn't even know her grandma was there. She saw her grandma go out of the house and jump in her car and leave. She didn't even know she hadn't even noticed grandma's car was there. And then there went grandma. And Amber's mom went looking around and said, Amber, Amber, where are you? And then Amber came out. Amber, I was calling you, but you didn't come. You didn't obey. And Grandma was here, and she was going to take you to the Central because she wanted to get you a new dress. She wanted to help you pick out a new dress. She's going to make it, but she wanted you to pick out the material. Oh, I want to go. I want to. Amber, Grandma left. You missed it. You didn't obey. But I want to pick out the material for my dress. No. And because I know Grandma would take me for ice cream too. Because when she takes me to the center, she always gets me ice cream. We go to Sarita's and we get ice cream. Too bad, Amber, you didn't obey. But it's not fair. Amber, I don't want to hear it. Amber, go inside and go to your room. And Amber called to Button Bear and Casey. Amber has to go inside, okay? It's time for you to go home. Okay, bye, Mrs. Lamb. And they went home. But they knew Amber was in trouble. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Amber's mommy didn't yell, but when Amber's mama said, Amber, you go to your room, they knew what was going to happen to Amber. Button and Katie went home, and Amber's mama went into her room. And she said, Amber, I called you. You did not come. Amber, when I call you, you come immediately. First time, you must learn to obey right away. Obey first time, Amber, because you never know why I'm calling you. Today you missed something good, but sometime I might be calling you because you are doing something dangerous and you're going to get hurt. You must always, 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 Amber, when I call you, you never pretend you don't hear. Oh, no, no, because that is not good. Mommy has rules to keep you safe and to help you stay happy. But when you break those rules, you put yourself in danger. So, you're going to get a spanking, and then you have to lay down and you have to take a nap and sleep until it's time for supper. You must stay in your room, close your eyes, and go to sleep so that you learn when Mama calls, you always obey. Mama went and got the bunkie board. Flout, flout, flout! And Amber cried. And then her mama gave her a big hug. And she said, Amber, I love you very, very much. But you must learn to obey the first time, not the second or third. And you never, never, never pretend you don't obey. You don't hear Mama. Do you understand? Yes, Mommy. I'm sorry I didn't obey. Please forgive me. I forgive you, Amber. Amber's mama gave her a big, big hug and a kiss. And her mama said, okay, Amber, it's time to take a nap. That's your punishment. But I got a spanking. You didn't want to come because you wanted to play with your friends. You didn't obey, so sorry. You're going to have to take a nap today. And Amber lay down. Her mommy gave her a kiss right here. I love you, Amber. I want you to obey. And then Amber's mom went out of the room. And Amber closed her little eyes because she knew she better take a nap or her mommy, she already got in trouble once for not obeying. She closed her eyes and went to sleep. Our mommies have rules for us. But when our mommies call, we always stop what we're doing and say, yes, ma'am, so that your mommy knows that you hear. If your mom is calling, if she says, and so, you stop what you're doing and you call it, yes, ma'am. If she says, Natasha, you stop what you're doing. You say, yes, ma'am, and then you go find your mama, right? You never, ever, ever pretend you don't hear. Because your mama needs you. You don't know what your mama wants, but sometimes it might be to keep you safe. I have 3 boys. They're all real big and grown up now. But when they always learned, when Mama calls, you come home. We had a rule in our house. When the boys finished their schoolwork, they could go outside and play until I called. And when I called, they had to come running right away. Sometimes I whistle. I can whistle really, really loud. I would do that. And then I would call, Joel! And now Joel's, my boys' friends, they knew that I was calling. And they knew the boys had to come home. And you know what they would do? They would go yell down the street. They would go down because my boys knew they could go as far away as they wanted as long as they could hear. So when I called, their friends would yell down the road, Joel, your mama's calling. And then somebody further down the road would call, Joel, your mama's calling. And someone down the road further would call, Joel, your mama's calling. And everybody in the neighborhood knew to let Joel know his mama was calling. And what would he do? He would run. Not walk, not poke. No, he knew he had to run home. Run home as fast as he could. Because the rule was when Mama calls, you come right away. So he would go play way down the road. He would play way, where he couldn't hear me. But his friends could hear, and they would call and let him know. They would call and so then he had to run really fast so he could get it back there, right? When Mama calls, You obey. Well, Joel, my boys learned. My boys learned when Mama calls, they stop and they say, yes, ma'am. When Joel, my littlest one, was 4 years old, it was 4, maybe 5, I don't remember. But we were traveling. We were in a different country, in the country of Venezuela. And one of the boys crossed the street because there are beautiful big blue butterflies. They were so pretty. So one of the boys went across the street to look at the butterflies. There was a whole bunch of them. And Joel was smaller, and he was getting ready to cross the street to go over to see the butterflies. But all of a sudden, his daddy called. I said, Joel, stop! Did Joel keep running across the street? No, he did not, because he learned when daddy calls, when mama calls, you stop, you listen, and you obey. He froze, stopped. And here came this big truck down the road, really fast, around the corner, down the road. If Joel hadn't stopped, it would have smacked him and splattered him all over the place. But Joel had learned to obey his mommy and daddy the first time, and it saved his life. We were in far away, different country, and if he had been hurt there, he would have had to go to the hospital. He would have been killed. The truck would have killed him, and that would have been so horrible. Especially being so far away. I mean, he would have been in pieces everywhere. It was really bad. But God protected him because Joel learned, always obey. Obey immediately. If mom and daddy call you, stop. You look to wherever they are and you say, yes, ma'am, yes, sir. So they know that you hear. And then you go to, you find out, what do they want? Our verse this week is, children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Our song today. Let's sing our song, okay? I'll start and you repeat. Children, obey. Children, obey your parents in the Lord. Your parents in the Lord. Children, obey. Children, obey, for this is right. For this is right. Oh, children, obey your parents in the Lord. Children, obey, for this is right. Children, obey. Children, obey, for this is right. And that's what we need you to do, right? Always obey.